Hello, everybody. This week I'd like to share a Dvar Torah from Avram Yehoshua Heschel, the Abda Rav, who is known more famously as the Ohev Yisrael, the name of his Sefer, but it was also the motto of his life, both in terms of his teachings and in terms of his personal behavior towards fellow Jews of all stripes and camps. I chose him particularly for this week because it's a very well-known vort that everyone, I'm sure, is familiar with, that he was known as saying that there is a remez, a hint in every parsha towards the great mitzvah of Yahavta l'reacha kamocha. And so one time one of his disciples challenged him, really, in Parshas Balak, all we read about is strife in the attempt to put down Am Yisrael. Where is there anything that hints at V'yahavta l'reacha kamocha? Answered the Ohev Yisrael, it's quite obvious. It's from the very name of the parsha, Balak, V'yahavta l'reacha kamocha. Now, obviously, the Abda Rav was more than aware that Balak starts with a bet and V'yahavta is a vav. L'reacha, of course, is with a lamed, but kamocha is spelt with a chaf and not a kuf, as in the third letter of Balak's name. But he did that deliberately to teach us that if somehow at first glance you cannot find a way and reason to love a fellow Jew, then you have to look at him a little bit differently. You have to show a little bit more compassion. You have to show and give a little bit more latitude until the point that the V'yahavta l'reacha kamocha is mnemonic of Balak and not Vav Lamed Chav. But I'd like to share the following vart on what's perhaps the most famous pasuk of our parsha. Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov, mishkenosecha Yisrael. We say this every day as we come into shul. It's a beautiful sentence. We have here two terms that are used, Yaakov and Yisrael. Explains the Abda Rav. Yaakov denotes the idea that sometimes when a person goes through a certain episode in life, he doesn't see the godliness in what he's going through. And it's only at the end of everything, when he has the opportunity to look back, that he can see the Yad Hashem. And that actually is hinted at by the very name of Yaakov. Yud, which represents Kudsha Brichu, Akev is by the heel. It's only at the end that one can perceive the divinity of Hashem. But there is another level, and that's the level of Yisrael, Yashar Kel. Immediately and always and constantly, one is endowed with the capacity to see HaKadosh Baruch Hu, his Kedusha, his involvement, his hashpah on everything that we do and all that surrounds us. Says the Abda Rav, on occasion, every Jew is going to have to resort here and there to recognition of HaKadosh Baruch Hu b'vechinat Yaakov. And that's why it says by Yaakov, Matovu ohalecha, your tents, Yaakov. A tent is by definition a temporary, a passing, a happenstance of an abode, as opposed to a mishkan, mishkanotecha Yisrael, the permanent way of an approach in life, the ongoing way of the approach in life should be to strive to reach the level of Yisrael. May we be zoche to that lofty ideal. Shabbat Shalom.